PAG hoye! 100 years of PAG hoye! Hebu tupunge mkono kabisa tuone that we are celebrating. Asante sana. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, the Honorable Dr. William Samoei Ruto, my colleagues in the public space who have spoken and others who are seated, the General Superintendent of the PAG Church, with all your leadership and the leadership of all other religious leaders who have joined us, the clergy, the pastors, the leaders from all walks of life who are here, young men and women, people of good faith, people of Kenya, and indeed our guests from Uganda and Canada and other parts. We say thank you for inviting us to this very great occasion, marking 100 years of distinguished service to the Lord. Your Excellency, a few months ago, the PAG Church sent a memorandum and a note that they would like you to honor and grace this particular day. I brought it to you. We talked about it, and I just want to tell the PAG leadership that is here. When we were in New York, when the president was preparing to give his historic speech that he gave to the United Nations a few days ago, even in the middle of preparing for that speech, the president still remembered and said, "Tell the people of PAG on 4th, we are going to be there." I was taken aback a little bit, wondering, are we distracting him from his focus? But it seems in a way, you PAG people were giving him focus, even in New York. Because as a Kenyan who is responsible for matters of foreign affairs, I want to tell you, people of PAG, people of Kenya, when the president spoke in New York, he did not just speak for Kenya, he spoke for Africa. He gave an extremely powerful speech, speaking to the issues that range from the smallest individual to matters of cross-border relations and international relations. He did us proud. So we want to thank the PAG for bringing an eloquent speaker from Uganda who has really spoken. And I would want to say that that was a AAA rating sermon. Very well delivered, very well communicated. Now, because we want to give the president really ample time to speak to us, my few requests are these to the people of the PAG. Nyinyi si watu kidogo. You are powerful. You have a voice. You have the knowledge. You have the know-how. Kenya and the world needs your talent. The president needs your support. Please don't be shy in giving the president your support. That is my plea to you. The absence of peace is chaos. The absence of order is disorder. And those who listened carefully to our speaker from Uganda, he says in the 70s he spent time in Nyang'ori because disorder and chaos had forced him to do so. Let us not take anything for granted as citizens of this country. Let us work with the president. He is involved, I can tell you, in a lot of peace efforts in the region, in the Horn of Africa. Kuna mambo mengi yanafanyika mabaya. Kujaribu kuweka kila mtu pamoja ni jambo la muhimu sana, na ndio kwa sababu tunasema tuungane, tufanye kazi pamoja. President ni mtu wa kuhakikisha kwamba demokrasia idumu. Yeye anaamuka kila siku. Wewe tafakari kama ungekuwa yeye. Unaamuka kila siku, kuna gazeti inakutusi. Even for 2 terms we have reason. Kwa hivyo mimi hapa nataka niwasihi tafadhali, tukimsikiza Mheshimiwa Rais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya, ndugu na dada, let us be serious because Kenya must be one. Mheshimiwa William Ruto coming together with Raila and saying that let us work in spite of the competition we had, it is reason. It is logic. It is not convenience. There's a difference between convenience and logic. It is logic. It's because it is necessary for the country to unify. So, PAG, you have the largest number of ordained women for any religious grouping. 2,800 women ordained. I don't want to mention the others, but I was looking at the statistics. The nearest that comes to you is almost at 500, and then others in Africa huko mbali. The number of ordained women in PAG is huge. And Mr. President, next year, the women of PAG, 3,000 of them, the leadership, the ordained that I'm talking about, are going to have their huge conference of women. And Mr. President, I'm speaking a lot about women here because in spite of the high number of ordained women, Bishop, General Superintendent Diara, you know you forgot to give a woman of the PAG even a minute to speak. Apart from the wife, our good lady, you actually forgot your other women. Next time, I'm sure you'll correct it. Finally, Your Excellency, let me acknowledge that in our midst, we have CS Deborah Barasa Mulongo, the CS for Environment. If she can stand and wave. We also have Harriet Chigai, Advisor on Women Affairs of the President. And she is a PAG, by the way. Then, on the Principal Secretaries, Your Excellency, we have Raymond Omolo, the Principal Secretary in charge of Internal Security. We have Jane Imbuga, Public Service. Imbunya, sorry, Imbuga. Thank you, Madam. We have Madam Beatrice Inyangala, Higher Education. We have Susan Mangenyi, MSMEs. Sasa mnaona President na wamama hatari kabisa. Mbuliku kigaragara chabakaye.
Kongoda kumuliko. Asante. Amongst us, we also have other senior government officials. There's a chief of staff in my office, Job Siega. We have Juliana Yapan. We have directors, Alfred Agoi, chairman of Kengen. We have Yusuf Chanzu, chair of National Housing Corporation. We have Dorcas Kidogo, vice chair of NCIC. We have Hadija Nganyi, CRA, Commission for Revenue Allocation. We have with us Professor Dixon Andala of the NRF. Professor, thank you. We have Professor Solomon Shibairu, the Vice Chancellor of Must University. We have Professor Peter Mwita, the Vice Chancellor of Kaimosi. And of course, we have a lot of other good people and leaders, Hapa.